Uh, hey. What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lotus Asakor, the one who never knows best and the one who never uploads, apparently. Yeah, your boy was kind of slacking through most of 2019, and then like these last 3 or 4 months, I haven't actually uploaded a single video. I'm not really one for update videos, but I feel like I got a lot of stuff to talk about, and I might owe you guys a teensy little bit of an explanation as to why the channel has been the way it is and where we're going with things in 2020. Now, this is not going to be some super sentimental video about what I've been going through, because it's not like I've been going through anything bad, and it's not going to be some sappy year in review and me thanking you for all that, but thank you guys for a great 2019. And this isn't going to be some grand declaration and this solemn vow that I'm making for 2020. It's more so just like, I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all and talk about some things that I feel like I want to talk about. So first things first, where exactly have I been? Coincidentally, about 3 or 4 months ago, I guess it was back in August, I want to say, I actually moved, and you might have noticed that I'm in a new location now. This is a different setup, and in my opinion, it looks better than ever. And I mean, you see, we've actually got bookshelves back here now. We've got an array of sneakers back there, because as some of y'all know, I love shoes, and particularly the Jordan 1 is my favorite sneaker of all time. But yeah, we're in a new place, a better place, a bigger space. And like, we've made some upgrades to the nerd corner if you want to call it that, but I actually dropped that part of the channel name at the start of this year, although I kind of never really mentioned it. But yeah, you could still look at it like that or call it that. I figured I'd just stick with the name Lotus Asakor and just use it as my branding for everything. But yeah, so the move was part of the reason why I wasn't making videos, but that's really not even close to the biggest reason. And the biggest reason is honestly, well, there's two. One of which being that I was focusing a lot on Twitch, and it wasn't by design, and like it wasn't intentional that I ended up grinding so hard on Twitch the way that I have been, but that is pretty much where I have been. And I'm not saying that's my main thing moving forward, because I don't necessarily want it to be. I'm trying to find this balance between the two. But I am, believe it or not, pretty consistent over on Twitch. So if you don't follow me over there, link will be in the description down below. It's twitch.tv/LotusAsakor. I actually stream pretty much for a bare minimum of 3 times a week, but usually 4 or 5 times a week, and for a decent amount of time. Like my average stream is about 4 hours. Sometimes it goes longer, maybe like 5 or 6. Sometimes I've done a few 8+ hour streams, but yeah, that's why I'm the most consistent lately. So I know my track record wouldn't necessarily lead you to believe that, but hey, take my word for it, okay? I wouldn't lie to y'all. So Twitch is one big reason why I haven't been really making that many videos, because it's just a lot easier for me to stream over there than it is to sit down and make a whole video. And the other biggest reason is I am my own biggest critic, my own biggest hater, and the person who holds me back more than anyone else. So without rambling too much on about what all that means, I'll just say that there have been plenty of times where I've made videos and I just decided not to upload them. Hell, there's even been a couple of times where during my stream, I hit the record button in OBS to record that section of the stream for the sake of a YouTube video, and then just didn't upload it, just because I just felt like it wasn't worth it, or I just didn't feel like it, or for any number of reasons. I'm pretty confident in myself and the things that I'm capable of, and I know that anything I take seriously and really put my mind to, I can achieve great things. And this is something that I've always known, but really within these last few months, with these little challenges I've kind of been setting for myself here and there, whether it be on social media, whether it be on Twitch, or whether it be in day-to-day life, I've been hitting those achievements. I've been making those goals, and it's like, it's just proving to myself something that I already knew, that yeah, I've always been the only thing holding me back from being great or being more successful than I currently am. And I know that if I want to take this YouTube shit seriously, I can do it and do it well. And up to this point, I haven't really been taking YouTube that seriously, and that's not because I don't enjoy it, because I do. Because truthfully, I like YouTube just as much, if not more, than Twitch. It's just that, like I said a little bit earlier, Twitch is just a lot easier. I just sit down, hit the stream button, and it's not without its own, issues and challenges. But you essentially just hit the button and you play video games and just talk shit for several hours. And you can, to an extent, do the same thing with YouTube. But the way I view YouTube and the way I want to handle this is a little bit different and requires a little more time and effort than that. I say time, even though Twitch streams last for hours, but you get what I mean. I know that I have what it takes to be big on YouTube if I want to be big on YouTube. And I think in 2020, your boy trying to be real big, you feel me? So with that being said, what does the future of the Lotus Asakor channel hold? What do I have in store? What can you guys look forward to? Well, I have a number of things I really want to do in regards to content and in life, and I think there's a certain path I need to follow in order to get to where I really want to be. Now, whoa, hold on. Now, before we jump to any conclusions, don't get it twisted. I got a large array of things I want to do, but the heart and soul of this channel will always be anime and manga and gaming. And really, when it comes to gaming, it's really just for the most part pretty much anime related games, because that's mostly all I play. Like fighting games and anime games are like really all your boys into, RPGs here and there, but I digress. There are a lot of internal conflicts that I've dealt with that, again, are the only things that have really held me back from doing great things. And these are internal conflicts that for the future I'm trying to just brush off and just tell myself, hey, if you've got an idea, just do it. Because I always hold myself to the standard that is a standard that I'm the only one holding me to. And I know that there's oftentimes videos that I've made that I could have put out, but I didn't think they were good enough, so I didn't. But people would have liked them if I put them out anyway. But I just don't, and that's something I want to stop doing. So there are a lot of things I want to do. I want to do more gaming videos, specifically on Dragon Ball FighterZ and whatever else may come along that I really enjoy, that I think would fit, you know, the aesthetic of my channel. Dragon Ball FighterZ is a game that I've been playing since it came out, and I should have been all over that since launch. And, you know, one of the reasons why, and this is just me trying to be a little more transparent, one of the reasons why I didn't grind harder on Twitch or with Dragon Ball FighterZ early on is because I was doubting myself, right? I was doubting my ability to create the type of content and do it the way I wanted it to, and then it's ultimately ended up not doing it at all. And then when I got to a point where I felt like I could do it the way I wanted, I felt like I had kind of missed the opportunity. I felt like the time had already passed those who were going to be successful in that Dragon Ball FighterZ lane, or who were going to get, you know, that blow up from that game. It had already passed, and that's not true at all. And again, this is one of those things that I proved to myself in these last few months that was not true. Even almost 2 years later, the game is still doing well. People are still playing it, still getting, you know, DLC content updates. There's probably going to be a season 3, and my Twitch channel, which is a mostly Dragon Ball FighterZ channel that I really only started grinding on this year, has grown significantly off of me mainly playing that game. So I know that the time has not passed, and it's even more time has passed now, but opportunities are still out there. And I say that for Dragon Ball FighterZ, but that applies to many things out there. So I just want to quickly add that if you feel like there's a game or a certain lane or niche that somebody's already tackled, or you feel like the time has already passed, or you've already missed that opportunity, if other people are still doing well in that field, if other people are still making it work, if people are still subscribing to that content, whether it be on Twitch, whether it be on YouTube or whatever, there's no reason you can't too. Just because somebody else is already doing it, or you feel like you missed the initial wave, doesn't mean you can't still hop on that wave, because you absolutely can. And that's something that I thought might be the case, but I proved to myself that it is the case, because even though it's not my only thing I do on Twitch, it is the thing that has got me most of my following thus far, and it just wasn't too late. I also want to do more rant videos. I love talking shit. I be talking mad shit on my stream all the time and on Twitter. And, you know, for better or worse, it gets a lot of reception. It gets a lot of impressions. People care about what I have to say, or people oftentimes want to add into the discussion. So why not turn those things, those clips or those tweets into videos and talk about it on a video, and then see what the YouTube community has to say about it? Because oftentimes there will be something that's sparked up a discussion on Twitter, or something that's happened in the community, or a new article come out, or something about an anime that I want to talk about or talk shit about. And why not put it out there? And I've done a couple of rant videos in the past, and, you know, people liked them, and they thought they were funny, and they were entertaining, and they might agree with them, they might disagree with them, but at the end of the day, it was a good video, so I need to do more of that. And then with rants also would come, like, you know, just regular debates and discussions that are a lot more civil and a lot more tame. And there are other content creators out there, many of my friends, whom I would like to collaborate with, because I feel like we have great chemistry and people really enjoy watching us, you know, collaborate. I also want to do more vlogs. Vlogging is something I hadn't really done a lot in the past, because I truthfully don't do much. I'm not a very adventurous or exciting guy. Like, my life hasn't really been filled with that many experiences, but 2019 actually had more experiences than I realized it was going to, and a lot of that wasn't documented, just for the simple reason that I just felt like I didn't have a camera that could appropriately document it and was up to standard for me. Now you might be asking, wait, what are you talking about? The camera you're using right now is great. And without rambling on too much, basically I just felt like I didn't have the proper lens for the proper focal length to capture it the way I wanted it to, and I had a really old phone, but I've got a new phone now. You know, quick flex, your boy got the iPhone 11 Pro. So yeah, like with, you know, newer, better equipment, with a better phone that I can use for vlogging and things of that nature, I want to do more stuff like that, because I know there's going to be more traveling, more opportunities, more things happening in my day-to-day life that I can document. I think you guys would enjoy watching, because vlogs are another thing that you guys have been requesting, and I felt like before I didn't really have the opportunity to vlog a whole lot, But one, I can make those opportunities, and two, I already know that there's going to be more opportunities for vlogs. So that's another form of content I want to do more of on the channel. I'm not saying it's going to be like a very super frequent thing, but whenever I get the chance to, I want to. Oh, and I can't forget about the manga hauls. I know the manga hauls were pretty much the staple of my channel for a minute. But as my collection has grown, and I've discussed this in the last several manga haul videos that I've done, but I'll reiterate it here. As my collection has grown, it's gotten to the point where there's not a whole lot out there that I want that I don't have. Because my whole goal when I originally got into manga collecting was to get all of my favorite series, and for the most part, I have them. Now, of course, as you continue to be an anime and manga fan, more series come out that you check out and you enjoy. You want to collect those as well. So there are some ongoing series that are coming out that I'm still collecting. But of course, those releases, they come out when they come out, and I pick them up whenever I get around to it. So manga haul videos will be far and few between, but they're always going to be around. I think as long as I'm buying manga, they'll always be around. And that being said, I mean, y'all know the holiday season just passed. So y'all know your boy tend to be peeping them right stuff sales, and all I'm saying is I might have a little some on the way, so you might be able to look forward to that, you feel me? So basically the type of content I'm going to be putting out is not really changing much at all, although you might see a shift in the volume of the type. So you might see more gaming stuff, less manga stuff, then less gaming stuff, more manga stuff. It all depends. It's just about how I'm able to manage those things, and what the current state of my life and the community is, and the resources I have available to me in order to make those videos. But I understand that there are going to be some OGs who probably have been around on the channel for a minute, subscribed to me for a certain thing, whether it had been Xenoverse back in the day, which I stopped playing years ago at this point, or the manga hauls or chapter reviews or whatever the case may have been, and you might not want to stick around because you're doing a lot of this thing and I don't really care about that thing. I get that, don't worry. But what I will say is that if you stick around and you bear with your boy, you will be rewarded, because everything that I'm doing, I want to do all that and then some, and I want to take all of it to the next level. Y'all know me, I'm always trying to evolve and constantly bring everything I do to a higher and higher level. And also on the subject of bearing with me, I decided that it's finally time here in 2020 that I switch editing software. So I've been using Vegas Pro for as long as I've been on YouTube, since before I've been on YouTube. I've honestly been using Vegas since Vegas 9, I want to say, which is like almost 10 years ago at this point. So yeah, I'm finally switching from Vegas to Premiere. So what that means is that in the long term, it's going to be great for me, it's going to be great for my computer, it's going to be great for the quality of my videos, but it's a new interface. I don't really know where everything is, so some of the editing you guys might see in my videos is going to be a little bit more basic than what you might be used to. But as I learn the software more and get more comfortable with it, it's going to take everything to the next level for me. And I want to bring my production value even higher than it already is or already was. So stick around. There's a lot of dope content on the way. But yeah, what did I used to say at the end of my videos? Hit this video with a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already so you can stay tuned for all the awesome content I plan on bringing you. And with all that being said, it's French off today. Remember, nothing can happen to you from the bad. And I'm about to hit a fucking home run. Later.